again. Need to get up some beautiful little stuff here, stuff there. Let's go. I gotta go to Twitch, set this up. Yeah. Video producer? No, it's dashboard, isn't it? Yeah, it was dashboard. There we go. That's what we wanted. There we go. And there we... Wunderbar. Connection's good and everything. Let's mess with transmog for a minute. Alright. It's gonna be tough, but I think it's manageable. The hell? Got a lot of cool plate helms. Ooh. Dope. Crown of the Thunderlord. Always gonna be one of my favorites. Nullification Great Helm. Roaring Mask of Bethic. Sick. I got purple goggles. Hello. Oh, we're totally gonna do this. Uh-huh. Oh, this is happening. It's gotta be a good hue of purple. Oh, there's a little purple in those gauntlets. We're cooking. Okay. That's a good color, purple. Doesn't match because of gold, though. Come on, there's gotta be a good purple here. Purple, a little bit of gold. Could be something regal. Come on. There's so many pants in this game. There's gotta be one with like purple and gold. Those are just straight up purple. We'll go with it for now. The Iron Ballast Sabatons. That looks sick. No, not purple. Purple but with red. Hate to see that. Come on. They look awesome, but no. Got Magma. Holy Swag. It's a pretty good look, to be honest. He-Man. Let's just go with Holy Swag, and we're going to change our two-hander look. How about that? That's good enough. There's a holiday going on? What holiday's going on? I don't recall there being any holiday going on. The Balloon Festival begins tomorrow for whatever the hell that is. Oh, WoW Remix hits on a Thursday? That's a weird time. I don't know. How odd. The final boss of each Dragonflight. Nice. Gosh, if that worked for Mythic Plus, yikes. That would be insane. I think this is where we want to go. Farm us a few. Alright. We're gonna hop on our mount. Pick a location. Hellfire Citadel's there. Blackrock Foundry's there. High Mall. Well, we know what to do. Tanan Jungle, here we come. Alright. And then we just let it cruise. Go as fast as we can. Right there. Dungeon, raid difficulty, mythic. Let's see.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
How are y'all today?
Good. How are you?
Gonna farm a little bit of transmogs before a heroic. So not bad. Fair to middling.
Not bad at all.
Are you after specific transmogs?
I'm just kind of having to grind them all up. I don't have that many as a paladin.
Ah.
What do you guys got going on tonight?
Just doing a key.
Ooh, spicy.
Decided to pug a healer.
That's fun.
They know what they're doing, and no one's died yet.
Oh, I'm
They,
not used to that.
well, I mean, this is 8 Ultimon also, and so like the fucking stun boss, a lot of times with his knockback, getting stacking damage, even if the mechanics aren't messed up, I just run out of defensive. So they kept me alive. I have no complaints.
Well, there you go. You got lucky.
Yeah, I mean, it took us a good like 25 minutes to actually like have someone queue in, and then as soon as I saw them, I'm just like, I'm not gonna waste time trying to
Yoink.
see what they're like anything beyond what I can see in the group finder, because if I do, they might leave and get accepted somewhere else.
Had to bribe my way into a heroic. I hate it.
Do you want to raid?
Oh yeah, I typically would raid with my friends, but I had to skip just because I decided to take a nap today and it kind of fucked everything up.
Ah, okay.
You fuck everything up, or was it the world's best decision?
It was the world's best decision because I've been fucked up all day.
Yeah, sometimes you just need a reset. Like you just got to catch up on some sleep, and you can't do it at night.
Nah, it was. I mean, I was getting called grumpy at work. People saying my face made it look like I hated everyone, and I was like, "Well, I gotta get shit done, so fuck all of you. I gotta stay." And
I mean, if it's only your face and not how you're acting, like, I mean, some people are just like that.
yeah, yeah, I definitely needed a nap because after I took that nap about 6 o'clock Central, woke up, I started laughing, and my wife's like, "Well, you're in a better mood." I was like, "Yeah, I'm like a child. I was cranky because I needed a nap."
Yeah, it's always either a nap or you're hungry.
Could have given you some cookies in a juice box too.
Oh, the juice box. I had the blankie. I just didn't have the juice box. You know.
This is someone who, when I was tanking LFR at one point, he just asked, "Hey, does anyone have any guilds on Storm Rage that are like actually active, like socially?" And then I whispered him, like, "Yeah, like, do you want to raid or anything?" He's like, "I don't need that. I just want people to be online." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, we're the ones you want."
3, 2, 1. I mean, I'm sure there's bigger guilds out there that have more people,
I
but
guess, but like I feel like even like everyone said that they weren't going to take this season seriously, and yet most nights we still got like 10 people online. It's kind of
yeah.
surprising.
It's nice. I mean, definitely. I mean, if my raid spots ever correlate with the guild, love to raid with y'all. But I joined primarily for the talking because you guys are pretty active.
Well, you said that your guild basically just raid logs, right?
Yeah,
Or the one you were in before, yeah.
yeah. They love to log,
Oh, I
do all
should have
that
lusted
stuff.
here. I
But
guess I'll lust after the intermission. That's my bad. I'm too busy doing that social thing.
hey, social's the best part of this game, brother. But yeah, I mean, typically I would raid with them, but I'm remembering why I took my break.
I like that the healer's alone on the other side.
Well, they're dropping a little green circle over here for us. I do feel like as much as they've made it a lot easier for me to be able to tell like where the circles are so I don't get hit with them during the normal phase, for whatever reason, I've lost the ability to tell where the divide is going to be beforehand. Like I think I've just stopped remembering what the visual cue is, and I get caught on the other side a lot, you know. But it's also a kind of fun fight as a shaman because I can just like lava like flame shock every single one of those and get like a shit ton of procs.
I bet you it just makes your screen just littered.
I was getting like a good 160 FPS that pretty much that whole fight. It was nice.
Gosh, that's the only problem I'm having right now. My CPU is finally showing its age. That and
Yeah, I got a new one a couple months ago. That's the only reason
Mm.
why I can do this.
it's I'm on the old X299 platform, so it really was never meant to last a long time for gaming.
Yeah. No, the desktop that I had like a processor that was already a year old when I got it like 7 years ago, and
Oh
so it
shit.
was showing its age. But this one is brand new.
Very nice.
And yeah, and I just took the same graphics card. I didn't feel the need to upgrade it.
Oh yeah, WoW doesn't need that much graphical stuff. It's
No,
mostly
plus
physics.
I already had gotten one like more recently because I actually didn't originally get like a gaming one with the desktop when I bought it because I haven't been doing much gaming, so it's not that old.
Well, there you go. It worked out for you, hardcore.
Oh yeah, no, I ended up getting it from the same place that I got it from before too. They like you can like they have like thousands of parts of specific things and will custom build what you want, but they literally have to like order each part because like they don't actually have it all like in one place, but some of the customer service that they give is just ridiculous. Like they have a tracker which literally had like 48 individual steps for like where they were on the process. It was like, okay, we're ordering each of the parts. Okay, now some of the parts have come, but some of them haven't. Okay, now we're testing the configuration. Okay, now we're doing this, and it's just like the amount of transparency they gave was kind of mind-boggling.
That's actually amazing. That type of hands-on
Yeah,
stuff that'll earn lifelong customers. So good
oh
for
yeah.
them.
I mean, like last time, I they had good customer service, but they didn't have that tracker specifically, and the customer service was still good. And so I guess that like that's what they've decided to spend their last 7 years making better, which is kind of nice.
I respect
And
it.
the thing is, like, it's never going to work at a scale that would like work for like massive use by like like everyday users. But if you want something really specific, like it also wasn't that expensive, really. I
Hmm.
just basically had to say like I'm willing to wait a month for you to like get all the parts together and ship it.
God, that's great. I wish that there were more businesses like that. I mean, I build mine my
Oh yeah.
own, and I'm lucky in that regard. But
I see. I know enough about how to build it. The problem is that like I'm very like clumsy with my hands, and so like I just don't want to have to do it, even though I theoretically have the knowledge.
oh
Like
yeah,
honestly, it took me a good 2 hours after I got it to figure out how to even slot in the. Oh God, I still have it.
well, that's
How to
completely
even
fine.
slot in the graphics card through the PCI because like it's kind of amazing how many different ways they have to open like specific places on this desktop, and I couldn't find the right one.
Hey, I totally get it. I mean, some of my best friends, they to me the argument's getting better and better because most of them will wait for Black Friday sales and they just buy their whole PC then, and then when we go over it, I'm like, okay, so there's like $100 difference between your build and mine. That's it, and you have a warranty.
Yeah.
I have
Well, that's the other
individual
thing I like about
warranties.
this place is that not only do they have like all of this configurations and stuff, but they have like a very good like they have a good technical staff and like the database of all the stuff. So the one time I had to actually call why okay, there we go, I decreased. But yeah, for the one time I had to call them back on the old computer, like maybe a year after I got it, they were like, "Oh, okay, what's your order number when you got it? Okay, let me go pull up the manual for like that specific motherboard. Oh, okay, so like if you need to replace the RAM, here are the slots you can use, and here are the ones you can't. Like based on like, because apparently if you only put in like one slot, only one of the eight was like valid, and the others just wouldn't boot. And the fact that I could just call them and have them tell me that without paying them any more money was pretty nice.
Oh yeah, that's like I said, that's a major benefit.
Yeah, I'm basically gonna keep using this company the rest of my life if I can, probably.
Hey, I hope they stay out that long. The problem with these builders is they disappear pretty quick.
Yeah, I didn't know if they were still going to be a thing, but I pulled up my old email and went and looked and was happy to see they were still there.
Thank God.
I think a lot of what their actual business is for like companies like who need like workstations for like specialized developers and things like that. Like, oh, you need someone to like go crunch a bunch of like ML models or something like that, but there's nothing stopping them from selling to someone like me.
So what level key y'all running?
It's an
8.
8.
An 8? Nice.
About as high as I want to do in this place this week. This place is like my key this week is a 10 Oldemon, and I have no interest in running it.
No.
Oh
no.
no.
That sounds awful.
Like this is I was saying before that I think this is my least favorite dungeon this season. There's just so much damage that like you can't really avoid that as like a squishy shaman, it's just like, okay, if I mess up one thing slightly, I'm just dead. And even if I don't, if the fight lasts too long, I'm still dead.
What's killing me is no legendary.
Yeah, and it's gonna be a while before you get it. Honestly, I mean, I like I think it's
sucks.
something like. Well, remember I posted the link. Like even
Yep.
13 kills on heroic, your chance is like 30%, even though the next kill is guaranteed.
They've changed it though. The lesser things no longer seem to be here. LFR you get greater, normal you get greater.
Interesting. I don't. The problem is that like there's no transparency on how
Wait,
those things.
One.
I mean, maybe what it means is just 14 of those from any kill. Then I don't know. It's not clear to me how those things even work.
I just pray to God I'm stacking those sons of bitches high. Cause I didn't realize until doing that breakdown with y'all how much damage the legendary accounts for. Good God.
Oh yeah, and in fact, it's not even the on use thing. It's the fucking dot that it has. It's just insane, and it's really good in dungeons too because like you divine storm a pack, every one of them gets the dot basically.
Oh,
Like
that's
Ret might be the
delicious.
best class for it because I think that like. I mean, Warriors, I don't think have a huge problem with Fury, at least, with, like, Whirlwind, but I know the DKs were complaining that it could be hard to apply it, just because, like, their cleave is very much based on, like, Death and Decay, and even then, it's not a super high target count.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Death and Decay. That's one tank I never could get the hang of, man.
I mean, that's because, like, you have a little bit of magic mitigation, you have, like, a built-in cheat death that you use, like, on cooldown, and then the rest of it is just self-healing.
It's such a weird play style.
I mean, it's very good for the people who know what they're doing, I feel like.
Oh yeah, I mean I've seen amazing Death Knight tanks and they can pull off some crazy shit, but my brain goes,
Well, yeah, they can just, like, solo bosses and I think sometimes, just because they have so much self-heal.
I really enjoyed the Demon Hunter right before I left because man, it's such a funny, goofy tank. You can do everything, but if you mess up and you use too many of your damage reductions and you hit a dry spot, you'll know because you'll be dead.
This season, they're really fucking good also, just because they have, like, double sigils, which means that they have, like, 4 AoE stops.
It's so nice to just like look at something, be like silent. Look at it, be like stunned. Look at it, be silenced again.
But also chains and, like, oh god.
It's a fun class. Wow, Methacorphine had a lot of health. Took 2 swings.
Nice. That was pretty
Oh,
clean.
pardon me, it's
First death.
I needed hands. Awesome. Oh my god, more versatility. I'm gonna kill this.
Rock Shoveler sounds like something that you should get like a racial bonus for equipping as a dwarf.
Right.
It does, doesn't it?
It's a tin Nakud now.
Ew.
That's surprisingly one of the less bad tens from that I've tried. Like I was able to hug that to get it times fairly easily. I'm not saying we necessarily want to do it like unless this healer is sticking around, but
I'm actually going to be done for the night.
that's
Yeah,
totally
that's
fair.
How are you guys doing?
Good.
Oh,
We had to
hello.
Pug a healer for this one.
They were really good though.
Doing
Literally, the only death was like the last 10 seconds, and it was the healer.
well.
Like, yeah, the healer died to the, like, just giant damage right as we killed Deus.
But I feel like it was because they were keeping like me alive. I don't know about the rest of you, but I got knocked back into some pools, and I was like, "Oh shit!" So they were probably just like,
yeah,
"Our
they were
death
definitely
thing."
triaging. They definitely realized that if they kept us alive, that it was okay if they.
Oh yeah, no, it was smart, and yeah, I was shocked that like I didn't really feel in danger at all on the stun snake boss because that one is just a truck.
Snake boss? Oh, Uldaman. Yeah,
Elondris.
yeah.
It was a +8, so it's like one that we should be able to +2 like we did, but with a part healer, you never know.
What kind of healer were they?
Druid.
Druid.
Well, Druid,
No,
Druids had
I knew
really
they
good
knew what they were
throughput.
doing on that stun boss when I would see that I had like 3 like wild growths on me at any given time, or regrowths on me at any given time.
So what's this
Yeah, I
issue
mean-
going on with guild chat right now?
You can't see all the people that are online in the guild window. Some people have said they can, but I certainly can't.
I can't. I see
Some
6
people can't
people
see-
online right now, and not including some of the people who are literally in the group with me, but are not showing up as online.
Nice.
So yeah, there's a lot of stuff. And is looking for group or is Group Finder still broken?
I haven't had
No,
any issues.
Worked for us.
I mean, the only broken part was it took like half an hour for a healer to queue, but that wasn't really
Yeah, that
due
sounds
to
like
any...
it's behaving.
I don't think it was software, yeah. No, but at one point earlier, the only one I could see online besides me was Callisto. And then Za mentioned that it still showed my priest as being online after I logged over.
Fun times.
I'm blocked on Worm Crests again, and I just can't convince myself to trade down.
No, don't trade down.
Yeah, and they
don't
did
think-
finally give me the achieve late for both of the trade up things. Both of them came kind of late, although I saw they had a hotfix that it might have been buggy. But I'm also capped on Whelplings and Drake, so I won't even be able to trade up.
later, guys.
Later.
Have a good one.
Thanks, Kabaya. Have a good night.
Maybe they're trying to pull the whole like districts thing, and then eventually they're gonna pin us against each other. How about that?
Well, I was joking that it was going to be like intra-guild war, and that's what the War Within was actually about.
Be the most creative story Blizzard's ever had.
I also had a conspiracy theory about the mature language filter in the group finder that they realized they couldn't just turn off the ability for anyone to swear, but they had to find a way to make us all opt into it, and that was their pressure point. But it seems like it hasn't stuck.
I'm so thankful we're not stuck.
I mean, weirdly, I think it was like on 10.2.5 launched or something. There was like a couple days where even though it showed it as not being filtered in the settings, when I tried to swear, it would just show up censored anyways. It was really weird.
Yeah, there was a lot of weird issues. I had one where, for a while, every single time I was logging in, it was making me accept the social contract over and over and over and over and over.
They're just like, we don't believe you.
And I was just getting so tired of it. I think I had like 10 or 15 tickets. I don't remember how many, but eventually I got a real person. And they're like, okay, for some reason your account is like not getting the notification that you've accepted this. So I've just put a hard one in and you're good. That's a weird
Yeah.
sentence, hard one in. But, yeah. Thank God.
See, it's the type of thing that probably is really easy to see if the first like 50 people who you got your ticket actually looked, but because they did.
God, it was crazy. For a while, I was like, man, I must be like pissing people the fuck off.
Yeah, I don't get it that often, but whenever I do, I always worry, like, oh no, someone reported me for something.
I was like, I don't remember talking shit.
Alright, I guess I'll hop off now too. It doesn't seem like anything else is going on. Have a good night, everyone.
You too. See you later.
I'm out too. Have a good night, guys.
Take
Yeah,
it
very
easy.
log off. Later.
I'm gonna hit the old dusty trail myself. Talk to you later.
Later.